Hello and welcome back to Truly Bedrock. Now today I just thought we'd start off down here because I really wanted to show you something. So let's just turn around and have a quick look over in this direction. Let's get my hotbar on the show as well because my prank has been rumbled rather too quickly. I think maybe, I'll just fill this in as we go down. I think maybe that the towers underneath the portals was a bit too much of a giveaway. I don't think anyone actually believed me when I said I wanted it to look a bit nicer, because it isn't really looking much nicer. But here we are, underneath Foxy's portal. Now as you can see, I can see that this has been dug down from the top. So I'm pretty certain that the fantastic Mr. Fox has been down here and made a bit of a mess of my prank. And then he obviously went over in this direction. He found the tunnels and he came over here very quickly, much quicker than me I'm sure, and took away the dropper in this one as well. So this is one underneath the Undead Alliance. Now I'm not the kind of person to stand round and just let things like that happen. So I've been busy between the episodes and I want to make this just a little bit better. So let's deal with the massive inventory lag just then. And I've been busy collecting up some goods. So as you'll see there, we've got a little bit of obsidian, we've got a little bit more, and then a little bit more. Now, why have I got all this obsidian? Basically, I just want to replace the entire inside of this tube with obsidian. So it's going to be much more difficult for them to dig down and just break the way in and, you know, break the mechanism. So I want to make this pretty much solid. So that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to dig all the way up, clear all this out, and then start stacking up with the obsidian and making that work, I hope. So maybe I just sort of clear out from here. I'm going to actually have the obsidian go right down to the floor because I don't want there to be an easy way through to break this. Because the easiest way to break this is going to be to break this one piece of redstone right here. That one bit of redstone right there, if that goes, the whole thing just stops doing anything really. It doesn't do anything at all. So I want to make sure that that's protected, but I also want an easy way to be able to see what's going on. So I might have a little tunnel that I can look down and see that that's still there. Anyway, I'm going to carry on and do a little bit of work in this area, do a bit of cleaning up, and we'll be back in a little bit and hopefully I'll have something cool to show you. Right, so that is most of the obsidian placed. Now that is actually going all the way up to the portal at the top there. I've used about 8 stacks so far, 8 stacks of obsidian, so I've still got a fair bit left. Oh, there you go, look, see. Pretty much exactly 8 stacks. Now all that I'm doing here is I'm filling in around this guy so that it's going to be safe and nobody can really access this thing easily. So I've kind of got 2 blocks of obsidian all the way around him, which should keep him pretty safe, I think. Right, there we go. So one in there, you should start hearing it clicking. Right, and just fill in all this lot up again. Right, so I just thought I'd show you this little secret thing that I've got going on down here. Now, this is a backup system. This is basically at Bedrock. So this is like way down at the bottom. It's below the one which everybody knows about, everybody's seen. And if anybody does get at that one, then there's this one, which is going to work quietly in the background. It's going to be difficult to access, but I'm just going to fill it up with a few bits of rubbish that I've got in my inventory right now. What can I give people that they don't really want? Bit of endstone? Yeah, why not? I'm just going to fill this up with what I've got on me right this second. I'm actually going to need some of this back, so they can have all of that. Maybe I'll have that back, and they can have one of those. Right, there we go. So when this goes off, as it will, this is going to fire things up. If they disable that one, it's fine because this one's still going to be running and they don't know about it, hopefully. I'm not going to encase this one in obsidian because I think that would just give away its location. So I'm just going to quietly fill this all in with the netherrack as we had before. Oh, I do love that. I do love the fact that it's just going to fire rubbish up at them forever. Let's see. Yeah. What I need to do is I can find my way back down here and fill this up another time. So now Foxy, because he was so naughty and disabled this, he's going to have 2 of these running at him. So that's going to be fun. Okay, so I'm just going to fill this one up with the bits of rubbish that I've just been up and got. And there we go, lovely. It's doing its job, and then I can just fill that in. And I am then happy, and I know that this is going to be kind of difficult for anybody to mess with too much. And if they do, I've got a little backup system down below. There we go. Right, happy and done. I'm just going to pop over to Foxy's and make sure that I get my inventory filled with rubbish. Right. Right, we're about to go through again. Let's see what we get. Ooh. Inventory lag. Yeah, okay. Sticks, pretty certain I didn't have any sticks on me. I think they were good. Oh gosh, such lag, such new inventory lag. Right, okay, that's brilliant. I'm happy with that. I'm just going to do Foxy's now because he's kind of ruined my little prank. So that's all we're going to do with that one. Now, the other thing is, why did I collect so much obsidian? I knew I'd only really need about 9 stacks. Now, the real reason is that I am actually going to go and build a gold farm. So I need to go and stake out a little place and test a couple of ideas, and then we're going to make a start on building a gold farm somewhere not too far from my base, but not within the ticking area, because I kind of don't want anybody to be loading it when there's nobody there. Ooh, inventory lag. Yeah, this new update, inventory lag is a big problem. Anyway, let's go have a look at some stuff. Right, and we're back. Now, I decided to come out here and use up some of my obsidian that I've been collecting diligently, and I'm going to make a gold farm. Now, if I get the time, I'm going to make this gold farm go all the way down to I don't know, 5 or something. I'm going to get it to go all the way down, but for now I'm just going to build up to the sky limit and see how I go, how much obsidian I have and all that kind of thing. So let's just clear a little bit of this. I should have brought a spade with me really, but you know, my base is just over there. I should say that at the moment I'm building it right here. So this is actually a chunk corner. And I've had a look at this and it looks like this ticking area, if I'm stood in the middle of this area right here, is not going to load anything in that base. And it's not going to load anything much anywhere around me. So it should be minimum impact on the server itself or on the realm. So yeah, that's the idea, that's the plan. So that's why I'm building out here. We're just got to put up with a little bit of this inventory lag for a little bit longer. I think it's been addressed in the next update, but we shall see. Right, so this is all of my obsidian. I brought some extra blocks with me as well so that I could get on with a few things. Yeah, so we've got plenty of obsidian around. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start laying out where this is going to go. I'm going to build it a little bit high so that when they drop down they pretty much die on impact. No, actually what I'll do is I'm going to have a little catch tray underneath it that's going to push them across and then drop them all down in one place, and that will make the collection really, really easy and really straightforward. But I'm going to be roughly chunk-aligning this, not exactly chunk-aligning it, but roughly chunk-aligning it. So yeah, okay, I'll crack on and we'll show you what I have in a few moments. Okay, so that is the drop tray all finished. I added some lighting because I just thought it might look nice. I may add some slabs on the top there to prevent any spawns, but I don't think it really matters. Okay, inventory lag. Next up is to actually add some water in here. So I'm going to place one in there and create the water source in the middle, and then just work my way down as best I can. Okay, so as you'll see, I've basically got the water just to run up to the edge. And that means that then I can have 3 plates of 8, which is exactly 24, which is a nice round number, which kind of means that my chunk, which I've built this in, is pretty much centered in there. Now, the actual size of the portals that I'm going to do are going to be 22 by 22, which is a fraction smaller than they could be. They can be 23 by 23, but I think because I like things to be nice and square and chunk aligned and stuff, I'm just going to do it like this, and we'll see how we go. So anyway, I'm going to fill all this in, and then we'll be ready to start building up some portals. Okay, so I'm going to start putting in my first portal right here, I think. Yeah, so I go across from here. Okay, that is perfect. So basically what happens with pigman spawns in portals is they tend to spawn on the plus end of the portal, and they spawn completely outside of the portal itself. So they don't spawn on the edge of it, they spawn basically here, and then they're going to drop down, and then they're going to fall in the water, get pushed down to the end, and get collected up. So I'm going to start laying out some portal areas, and we'll be back in a second. Right, there we go. So that's what we're going to have. I'm going to go ahead and start filling in these ones going across. So 22 wide then means that I'm going to need a block right here to make sure that I can go upwards. So 22 by 22 plus... Oh gosh, it's going to be expensive. Did I do 22 wide? I can't remember. I think I did. I think I may have got this wrong. I'm going to build one portal and test it because I think I've miscalculated. Because I want to do 22 all the way around, but I think that means that actually this block here should just be a standard block. So I'm going to start measuring up. 2, 3, 4, 7, 8. Yeah. I kind of want to save on Obsidian a little bit, so I need to take some of this back out. Just a tiny bit. Just a tiny, tiny, tiny bit. But it does mean that the drop tray here is a fraction too big. I'm going to take that away, and then that's where the portal is going to be. So the actual inside of the portal is going to be 20 wide. Okay? So... like that. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so that is most of the layouts now done. So yeah, that's the basic shape of it, and I'm just going to go straight up from here all the way to build limit if I can, or until my obsidian runs out, whichever comes first. So yeah, let's just start filling these in. I'd probably be quicker to fill this in from over there, wouldn't I? Right, we'll be back in a bit. Okay, so I have now run out of obsidian. I could start a little bit more, but I don't really have enough to make it worthwhile. I could only make one extra portal, so there's not much point in doing that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw everything that I've got into the shulker, because I have to take a bit of a leap of faith back down. I'll say that, I can just use the water, but it just seems so slow. Let's use the water anyway, but I'll put everything in that shulker. Except from a pickaxe, because I need a pickaxe to break it. Right. So, well, I think I can see some water down there, so let's go off this edge. I don't like this new water thing where you can't pick up water from underneath. Oh. Right, down we go. I've got a little bit of lighting to deal with up at the top, but we'll sort that out soon. Okay, and then this is where I get off, I think. Oops, hello. I need some oxygen. Right, this is where I get off. Okay, so what you can see is I've got portals running from here all the way up to 180. So that's 4 layers of portals. I could fit another 2 above at least, maybe even 3, depending on where things land. And then I've got space to go down below. But as I'm out of obsidian, I think that's something for a future date. So what's the first thing that I need to do now? I need to go up and light some portals, don't I? And I need to do a little bit of cleaning up as well. I left a little bit of a mess. So let's see, have I got my flint and steel here? I will do. Flinty, steely. I may as well get tooled back up. There's not much point in not. Actually, what I do need is I need more blocks because I've used all of them. And what do I need? I just need throwaway blocks, really. Things that I don't mind losing. Okay, so I'm up on the top level now, and I'm just going to start lighting some portals up and clearing some blocks as I go back down. Hopefully my flint and steel is going to last out, but we shall see. Getting a little bit dark out here now, so it could be a little bit dangerous. If things spawn like skeletons, then I could be in some trouble. Or even if there's a creeper behind me. But, you know, I'll get a 2-second warning on that. That'll be fine. That'll just be enough time for me to turn around and scream, fall off on my own accord, and then die. Anyway, so that is the top layer all done. And we're looking quite tidy up there now. Okay, I can see a lone creeper over there. Let's see. Don't have anything to throw at him. So I think I'm just going to have to rush it and go boom. And see you later, creeper. Right. And now because I came out here, I kind of want to have something to make sure that I do this in the right order. So, like that. Break that one. Hopefully I'll have some blocks now on the other side of these portals that are going to keep me nice and safe. Okay, so I'm on to my last one now. I've got a couple of problems to deal with. There's one of them dealt with. That was pretty straightforward. So, 1, 2... Oh, that wasn't very clever. But I can get that block from the other side. I'm not going to worry too much about that because I can actually access it. Now you'll be able to see that some of the pigment are actually falling down already, which is absolutely brilliant. Right. The trouble is I haven't really organised any kill chamber or collection area, so they're just going to be out there doing their own thing somewhere down below. But anyway, first things first, let's get this all lit up. And there we are, right. So lots of good pigment coming down already. Okay. There is quite a lot of pigment about already. Okay, so oh my. Oh my. Right, I need to sort this out. Otherwise I'm going to have some big problems. Right, go on, off you go. Out of the way, out of the way. Okay, so this isn't actually looking too bad. Mostly they're landing on the island and dying. This guy is hanging on. Don't know how. Okay, so he landed right there-ish. Yeah, so this is the Deathline. So all that I really need to do is, I need to just build out a little bit out here. Until I'm definitely clear. Yeah, there we go. The drops aren't splashing at all, which is pretty cool. Now, these guys should be pretty softened already. And I'm using a smite sword on them. Now, because I don't know where the rest of them have got to, I'm just going to punch this guy. And I'm going to hopefully get them all to come to me. Is that it? You're the only one? Wow, okay, that's pretty cool. So what do I need now? I need to set up collection. Ouch. Dude. I was doing something. Right, I'm just going to clear out some of this stuff from my inventory that I don't need. Let's check that out. That is pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with that. That is not bad. Oh, did one just fall off the edge there? Don't know if it can. I'll add a little bit extra anyway. Maybe I'm losing drops into the water. Do these guys not swim? Oh my lord, who knew they didn't swim? I mean, I'm going to have to do a little bit of cleanup down here. Right, so I've been away and I've crafted up a few things. So we should have everything that we need to make a collection system for this now. I'm not going to think too hard about how this is going to work just yet. I'm just going to lay out some of this. Maybe some too much by the looks of it. What I need to do is go there, then start there. Yeah. I don't need powered rails all the way along here. Let's see. I've got my unpowered rails right here, so I can go 1, 2 there. And then I can have some powered ones at either end, basically. Now what I want is that to go in like that, and then I need to have this loop back and go into some kind of sort of final collection system, which I'm going to place around about here. So realistically, I kind of want that to do that, but then kind of not. Let's see if I can get that. Yep, that works. Okay. So the cart's going to go out this way, all the way up, all the way back down, and then back in, because it's going to hit that loop. Now I've got to work out how much of this I actually need. So 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, I think. Where's my torch? Redstone torch. That should power it all the way to the end. And then I can go 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep, okay. So then, do I need any of this? Not really. Okay. Is this going to be sufficient? Not even close. Not even nearly. Might need to craft up some more powered rails. But now that I've got the gold coming in, that's not going to be such a big issue. It's not as expensive as it was. Let's just try that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That was a perfect guess. Now let's see if it's actually going to run the whole distance. Let's put some of these just going in there very quickly. Where is my hopper minecart? Right there. Okay, off it goes. Kinda slowly. Gets around the corner. Kind of makes it back. Okay, that's good enough for me. Right, so what I then need is something above that so that they die on top of it and they're not going to be interfering with the minecart itself. So I'm just going to run that real quick like that. Right, so there we go, that is it. It's all finished now. We're getting a reasonably steady flow of pigmen dropping down. It's going quite well. I'm seeing a good number of them coming down. It's just a real shame that I can't really collect the XP off them, but maybe that's for a future adjustment. There's some of them up there are just hanging on. I need to make some adjustments. Like maybe add a row of buttons along that edge, because that'll make them think that they can walk across there. And then they drop down anyway. We're doing quite well on the nuggets. That's doing quite well. Not as well as the rotten flesh, unfortunately. But we'll get there. And I've already used a little bit of this, so I'm kind of happy with that. So we're going to start collecting up the gold. And I think I should get myself organised with a proper supply of golden carrots pretty soon. I don't have any carrots at the moment. But anyway, that's going to be happening. Okay, that is it, all done. That took quite a while actually, including collecting all the obsidian and all the bits and bobs to do this. It took quite a long time, but I think it's going to be worth it. We're going to have plenty of gold. We're going to get ourselves some golden carrots going. We're going to be really happy and well fed soon. Look at me, I'm nearly starving and I've got no money on, no food on me at all. So anyway guys, I just wanted to say thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, please do leave a like, and if you want to see some more, drop me a subscribe, and I hope to see you again soon. Goodbye.